for her. She said, the rules state if you don't hit the target, you can be deselected, and just said, welcome to elite sport. It is so tough at the top, isn't it?
She's got to come back, though. She's got to come back at some point. All right, thanks, Jo. It's been so hot today, isn't it? Are these temperatures going to stay? That's the big question that we all want to know. Alexis is out and about tonight. In fact, she's on an allotment in Basingstoke.
This week is National Allotment Week, and since the lockdown started, many more people are growing their own vegetables. No one watches the weather like growers, whether you're amateur or professional. And since the heatwave started last week, many of you are wondering, will there be any rain? Let's take a look at the forecast. So through the course of today, we've seen highs of around 34 to 35 Celsius, very hot conditions, particularly for inland areas. And as we look ahead to tomorrow, it's going to be hot and humid with the potential of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are a possibility overnight tonight, and they could be heavy and torrential in a few places. They will be hit and miss, so many areas will stay dry, and there is a chance of some mist patches forming, with temperatures staying very high. Lows tonight of between 16 and 19 degrees. So through the course of tomorrow, there will be some sunny spells, particularly in the morning, maybe the odd isolated thunderstorm during the morning. It's through the afternoon that we'll start to see more frequent thunderstorms, particularly latter part of the afternoon and into tomorrow evening. Tomorrow's highs up to around 32 degrees for inland areas and 27 Celsius along the coast. So another hot and humid day, perhaps not as hot as today, but it will feel very humid indeed. Looking ahead to tomorrow night, well, it's another very warm night, clear skies for some, but generally we're looking at more frequent thunderstorms during the early hours of the morning with lows of only 19 degrees. So thunder, lightning and hail is a possibility, and the hail over the next few days could be fairly large in nature as we head through the rest of the week. Looking ahead to Thursday, we will see highs of around 27 to 32 Celsius. It's another warm day, warm and hot in many places with a chance of thunderstorms fairly scattered, and the thunderstorms could be fairly heavy. So the Met Office have a thunderstorm warning in place both for the rest of today, tomorrow and also Thursday. Friday, there's still the risk of thunderstorms, and over the weekend, generally, it's going to be fairly unsettled. So we've got a Met Office thunderstorm warning in force. Torrential downpours are a possibility, which may cause localised flooding. Now, I hope many of you like that forecast, many gardeners and growers, because there is some rain in the forecast. But earlier on today, Michelle Cross was here at this allotment to find out the benefits of growing your own.
We're getting out of the house and doing something together in a very creative way, because with you're digging, you're planting, there's something to do every part of the year.
We've had an allotment here for about 32 years, and we've seen lots of comings and goings, but we love it.
Panic buying and empty shelves at the start of lockdown saw some question the security of food supplies. Coupled with cancelled social calendars, more of us turned to growing our own.
There's something about when you're digging, you bury your worries in with the roots in the soil. Very good for people with mental health to get out. And actually at the end of it, you've got produce, even if it is another sackload of courgettes.
The Royal Horticultural Society says more of us are realising and reaping the benefits of growing our own. And for the 1 in 8 people in the UK who don't have access to a garden, this is the place to come.
It's the satisfaction of taking a tiny seed, and then seeing it become a huge, great pumpkin. You find beans just getting higher and higher, and then you just pick the beans. It is a fascinating thing.
And it's not just the greens giving growers a buzz.
We're helping the allotment holders with the pollination of the fruits, which has been absolutely abundant this year. And obviously the bees produce honey, which also has natural benefits to us humans.
It's a very calm environment. Just sitting there, watch the bees bring stuff backwards and forwards is very relaxing.
But demand is growing too.
Here our waiting list is now up to 800, thereabouts, and we have about 120 vacant plots. So we have a first come, first served waiting list.
The pandemic seems to have prompted a revival. These green-fingered enthusiasts are hoping its popularity remains. Michelle Cross, BBC South Today, Basingstoke.
I have to say, those allotments look brilliant, don't they? I mean, you've got a garden. I've got a
We did
garden. Lockdown
expand our
garden.
veg patch during lockdown, but nowhere near as impressive as that by any means.
Tomorrow, the barefoot runner going 700 miles on very hot tarmac. We'll have the story for you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.